It's Adams here with The Forged Trader, where successful traders aren't born, they are forged. We are talking about trading. Trading involves risk. Please make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. I think you guys know what this look means now. It was not a good day in the charts today. I had a bad day. Interestingly enough, I'm starting to realize something. And look, this is not going to be a shock, but my trading skill, my trading understanding, my knowledge of the charts is increasing significantly. I have more confidence in my trades. I'm having better results overall. As you saw up to yesterday, like winning day after winning day after winning day, it was pretty consistent. Everything was really solid. And I even made the comment, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, that the true test was going to be how I handle a loss. And today was that test, and I failed miserably. Pretty much, yeah, it totally bummed me out. I blew all 5 of my evaluations. So the 50K accounts that were, let me start off with this. I actually started the day, I think I took 2 trades, and I was up like 250, which should have been my stopping point for the day. But here's the stupid shit that goes through my mind. Like, all right, so I'm about 250, but I was like 600 away from passing yesterday, right? So I almost got halfway through. I was like, I'll get one more small trade. I'll get over that $300 range for today, and then I'll be halfway there, and then I should be able to pass it by tomorrow. And I hit my goal of passing my evaluations by the end of the week. So that was mistake number 1. I hit my profit target and I continued trading. So that meant that I was less than $400 away from passing 4 out of my 5 evaluations. The 150K that was a day late, kind of in that in-between range, that one was still barely over $1,000. I was almost $2,000 up. Anyway, so I lost that next trade. And that took me into the negative just a little bit. And instead of focusing in on the trades, I focused in on just recouping those gains that I had just given back. And that's really where it started to go haywire. I refer to the Forged Trader for a reason. It is this. Look, this isn't easy. Trading's not that complicated. Look, you learn some supply and demand. You learn some support and resistance. You learn some trend lines. You learn some indicators. You learn whatever it is that is your preferred means of making trading decisions. It's not really all that complicated. Not that hard to learn. Not that hard to put together, right? But when you face those bad days, like the discipline of trading, I came to realize today that's my hardest spot in my life to develop and maintain discipline. It's a lot fucking harder to make good trading decisions when you're having a bad day than it is to go to the gym every day or 3 or 4 times a week or whatever your discipline is. It's harder than eating right. It's harder than, reading the word every day or praying or meditating or whatever that routine is. For me, there's a variety of components to this, which I've talked about. All of those things are easier than maintaining discipline when I'm trading for me. Most of you guys know my story. If you've been listening to me for any period of time, I got some baggage for sure. And so I've made the comment that trading is my white whale. Trading isn't my white whale. My white whale is maintaining that discipline during adversity in trading, right? It takes no discipline to have a good day. When you take a couple of good trades and you're up and you're ready to, go on with the rest of your day, that's the easy part, right? Here's the thing. Throughout the day, I was up 250. I should have been out. I should have been done for the day. I was less than $300 away from passing 4 out of the 5 evaluations, or less than 400, 350-ish or whatever, right? And then I kind of took the other trade and I was at break even. I should have stopped then. Then I was down like 250, and then I should have stopped then. And I had this thought, and then I just struggled with stopping, and then eventually it became struggling with maintaining my position size because now I had more to make up. These are not. None of this is a surprise. I know the pitfalls. But knowing them doesn't keep you out of them sometimes. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. And when I decided to take this approach as far as being public, the whole idea was to show the journey. Not that don't fucking try to learn from me, right? Sure as hell don't try to learn your setups or entries or any of that shit from me. Like I'm still piecing a lot of this stuff together. But sure as hell don't try to learn what not to do, I guess. The whole point is that I am attacking this known problem. And for me, I know that the biggest discipline challenge that I have in my life is in trading. Being a good husband and father, the consistency and the acts that you do in your relationships, to me, is a lot easier. Going to the gym, eating right is a lot easier. So this is so fucking hard for me that my desire is to basically publicly beat this. Not because I need to toot my own horn or anything like that. I don't care, whatever. Like me, hate me. I honestly really don't care that much. I mean, I want you to like me, but it doesn't really bother me if you don't. But for as much struggle as I've gone through to push through this, and the thing is that the tools, I've been utilizing these tools for years now. I just haven't necessarily been utilizing them in this space, at least not to the degree that not with the specific intent of doing so. And so in the rest of my life, it's been a lot easier to utilize these tools because you can basically put them in practice every single day. Well, trading's really only going to happen Monday through Friday. And on a good day where I have a good day and I stop and I'm done, I'm not really exercising those traits. I don't exercise them until I have that bad day, which means that if 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 10 days is bad, that's all of the practice that I'm getting in exercising that discipline. And I'm coming to realize that I know the last couple of months for me, just in general, have been a little more undisciplined than usual. I've had some unexpected travel. I've just gotten derailed on a couple of things, and I know that I don't want to say fell off the wagon, but I kind of sort of fell off the wagon. And so, what ended up happening, what I feel is that trading discipline is the last domino to fall for me, which means that as I get back into being disciplined in my relationships, in my physical well-being, in my spiritual well-being, as I continue to re-engage in all of the exercises that I've done for years, that I've just sort of kind of let go a little bit the last couple of months, those are the leaders. As those dominoes fall, I believe that's what it's going to take for that final domino to fall, which is that trading discipline. When I'm so disciplined in the rest of my life, going live every day, I don't like doing this. It's uncomfortable for me. And especially on days like this where I'm exposing more of the challenge, more of the struggle. Yet, to me, when I think about it from the other side, these are the ones that matter. I don't want to say nobody gives a shit, but it's not the same when I get on here and say, hey, I had a great day. I was up, $350 and I had a nice runner. That's great. But what value is that? To me, I think the value is in, I think most of you guys are like me. The good days are easy to appear disciplined. It's how you handle the bad days. I talk to so many traders every day. In fact, I've got to wrap this up because I've got another interview with a trader in 2 minutes. But I talk to so many traders, and we all experience the same things to different degrees. And I know that for me, sometimes those degrees go way off the fucking rails. And that's what happened to me today. And so this is why I call it the Forged Trader, because it's a lot of heat, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of beating that comes from trading. And that's kind of what happens in a forge, right? So it's in that heat, in that pressure, in that fucking beating that you take, that you build strength, that you build purity. It's what it's all about. So I'm not quitting anything today. I was thinking about quitting all of it, fucking all of it, but I'm not quitting anything today. It was a rough day, and hopefully I've picked up a few lessons from it, and I will be back at it tomorrow, depending on whether or not I may paper trade tomorrow, I may live trade, we'll see. But definitely we'll be going at it from a different perspective. I'm just getting 25Ks, no more 50Ks. Again, I go back to the, I wouldn't have blown either account if I'd stuck to my rules. So there you go. That's it. Anyway, it's 3 o'clock. I got to go catch my next interview. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. God bless.